Welcome back to the Playmakers, your source for all KU sports. The women's tennis team topped Kansas State Saturday to capture their second straight Sunflower Showdown, this time in Manhattan. The Jayhawks secured the win 4-2, boasting big wins in doubles and in singles, and improving their overall record to 15-5, which ties its most conference wins in a season since 2008. Guys, what'd you see?
Let's take it to the highlights down in Manhattan. We'll start out with the third doubles team in Summer Collins and Jose Cardona. Summer Collins serves in her doubles match. Collins wins another point on serve, and Collins wins as serve again, pulling ahead in the doubles match, despite the fact she had to retire for the singles due to her stomach virus.
Yeah, they played really well in their doubles match. As you can see, they're enjoying them. And then later, we're going to Yannette Koch. She played really well. She's at the net for her double team, and she loses that point, but later on, as you will see, she's going to have a monster slam.
Monster slam. Love
Now
Kevin
we're
Gray.
at first doubles here with Yannette and Nina Kamelnitska, and they're the best doubles team on KU, and they dominated in straight set victory in their match. They had really good net play. They hit the ball really hard, and they did it on Saturday.
Well, and a lot of that looks like it's reflexes too. That's great.
It is, yeah. They're really good, especially Kamelnitska is really good at the net. She reacts well. She covers the bases or the baseline really well, side to side. So she's able to react to those quick balls and hit it home.
Yeah, and Yannette Koch, she plays. Though she's a better back player than she's a front player, and Nina's height and strength really helps her in the front of the net.
Yeah, they really complement each other well, like you said, and they can switch offensively and defensively. We're moving on to singles now, and Jose Cardona is in her singles match. She is able to get the ball over the net for the point against her opponent.
And she struggled early, as we saw there, and she battled back, and she would end up winning in straight sets. She had a couple match points before she could seal the deal, but a lot of long rallies. A lot of long rallies in this match, and one of the singles points for KU to set up the singles winning point for Yannette Koch.
Yeah, and you see here for Cote, she's playing conservative offense. She's hitting the ball to the left back corner, and the K-State player is able to hit them back pretty well until she just eats away at the body shot after body shot, and she gets the match point win.
Well, yeah, and a lot of that is about just outrunning your opponent, you know, and especially with the way that Yannette Koch hits, like she swings.
She definitely does.
This is Anastasia Rashikova over on the first singles court, and she would only lose 2 games in this match, and really her playing the corners well, and then that backhand too makes the opponent look silly.
Well, yeah, we say it a lot. She has a lot of power, and she can hit the lines really well, and she just overpowered her opponent. Offensively, she wouldn't get stopped, and defensively, she could get to any ball her opponent hit to her side.
We'll go to Yannette Koch's match next. She was the third singles. As I said, she would be the match clinching point for KU, and really her opponent was kind of tough. She got really frustrated with herself, smashed a couple rackets, broke 4 during the match. You can see some of the frustration there. But Yannette, she played her game. She played the back very well, hit it where her opponent could not catch it. Although she did struggle a couple of times with net play, she needs to get that serve over the net.
Yeah, she did. But she, like you said, she was able to stay back and just play the baseline, and she can do that better than most girls can. So she played her game, and she's better at that game than really anybody else.
And it would go to a 5. She had an opportunity at 5 match points before she would seal it in a deuce, and that saves a 4th match point for them. And she finishes off and wins and clinches the win for the Jayhawks. And she's been in this situation a lot this year.
She has.
Where it comes down to her to win the match, and she finally overcame that because she's been on the wrong end of a lot of those.
Yeah, early on in the season, she was on the wrong side, like you said. She lost a couple, Denver, Wichita State, where she was the last one, and she couldn't pull it out. But since then, she's figured it out, and she's been able to stay playing really well in those clutch situations and gotten the win for this team.
And Coach Chapman said post-match that when taking the doubles point, it sets the tone for the team, and also he spoke about Yannette Koch battling back to win her singles match.
Today
Cool.
we
And
just
it's cool
kind
that
of
they can set
struggled
up.
getting off to some slow starts in doubles at 2 and 3, but I thought we did a good job of just calming down and playing tennis. And once we did that and just kept it simple, we were fine. It was just we were making things harder on ourselves. It was good. I mean, confidence-wise, she's played pretty well. I mean, for a freshman playing at 3, she's done a great job for us all year. And she, you know, it's sometimes it's a lot easier than it looks, or it's a lot harder than it looks. It looks easy when you get a lead to close things out, but it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes the player may make a good shot, and sometimes you may miss something, but she's done a good job of putting herself in those positions, and obviously, hopefully, she gains some confidence.
The ladies will be back at it again in Lawrence for their final 2 matches of the season against Oklahoma on Friday and against Oklahoma State on Sunday. Best of luck to them. Coming up, we take a look at another successful group of women, the Jayhawks softball team, so don't go anywhere.